Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. How are you today? I hope you are doing well. So as usual, I am Sir Aiman. I'm going to teach you about grammar, comparatives and superlatives. First of all, welcome to all my beloved students. Okay, I hope you are doing well in your home. And please get ready with your Pulse 2 book and open your Pulse 2 book page 44. Okay, for our class today, we have two objectives. The first one is students will learn comparatives and superlatives. And the second one is students will be able to write about geographical features in their country. Okay. So, for our today's English lesson, okay, we are going to learn about comparative and superlatives. Okay, what is comparative? We use comparative adjectives to show change or make comparisons. Okay, kita gunakan comparative untuk menunjukkan perubahan atau membuat sesuatu perbandingan. Okay, look at the pictures on your right. Okay, there are two houses. Okay, look at the pictures. Look at the houses. Alright, they are red and purple. Okay, look at the text below the house. Okay, the red house is bigger than the purple house. Okay, ini menunjukkan bahawa rumah berwarna merah itu lebih besar daripada rumah yang berwarna purple, berwarna ungu. Okay, menunjukkan perbezaan antara dua benda. Okay, dalam konteks ni benda tu ialah rumah. Okay, that is comparative. Okay, next, what is superlative? We use a superlative adjective to describe the extreme quality of one thing in a group of things. Okay, kita gunakan superlative untuk menerangkan keadaan tertinggi, terbesar sesuatu perkara di dalam sesuatu kumpulan. Okay, there are four houses there in the pictures. Okay, the first one is red, the second one is purple, the third one is green, and the last one is white. Okay, so based on the four houses, which one is the biggest? Okay, di antara empat buah rumah tersebut, yang manakah yang paling besar? Okay, the biggest one is the green house. So we will make the sentence, the green house is the biggest house in the area. Okay, yang menunjukkan bahawa rumah hijau tersebut merupakan rumah yang paling besar di antara semua rumah di kawasan tersebut. Right, now everyone, I want you to open your Pulse 2 book, page 44. Okay, buka buku Pulse 2, muka surat 44. Okay, look at the table. Comparatives and superlatives. Okay, there are adjectives there. The comparative of the adjective and the superlative of the adjective. Okay, small. Okay, kata sifat yang pertama ialah small, kecil. The comparative for small is smaller. Okay, smaller ni bermaksud lebih kecil. And the superlative of small is the smallest. Okay, the smallest ni merujuk kepada yang paling kecil. Alright? Okay, second adjective is big. The comparative for big is bigger, lebih besar. And the superlative for big is the biggest, yang paling besar. Alright? The third one is friendly. Friendly ni apa? Ramah ataupun mesra. Okay. The comparative for friendly is friendlier. Okay. Lebih mesra. And the superlative for friendly is the friendliest. Yang paling mesra, paling ramah. Okay. Next, the fourth one is interesting. Interesting ni apa? Interesting ni ialah menarik. Okay, menarik lah. Alright, the comparative for interesting is more interesting. Okay, we cannot use interestinger. Tak boleh. Okay, so that's why we use more interesting. Lebih menarik. Okay, and the superlative for interesting is the most interesting. Yang paling menarik. Okay, next, the adjective for good. Okay, the comparative for adjective good is better. Okay, bukannya gooder. Okay, good ni apa? Baik. Better ni ialah lebih baik. And the superlative for good is the best. Maksudnya apa? Yang paling terbaik. Macam boy tu kan? Terbaik. Okay. That is the superlative for adjective good. And the last one is the adjective is bad. Bad ni apa? Teruk. Okay, teruk. The comparative for bad is worse. Okay, lebih teruk. Bad ni dah teruk dah. Kalau worse ni lagi teruk. Lebih teruk. And the superlative for adjective bad is the worst. Yang paling teruk. Okay, Okay, kamu tengok dekat, look at the comparative and the superlative row. Okay, comparative mostly dia akan ada ER dekat belakang. Smaller, bigger, friendlier. Okay, for superlative, kena ada the smallest. Ada EST dia tambah kat situ. The biggest, the friendliest, the most, the best, the worst. Okay, make sure you have the word the. Okay, at the beginning of the adjective. Okay, now class, look at question number 1. Study the table, then copy and complete the sentences. Okay, dia suruh apa? Dia suruh baca ataupun rujuk table tu, jadual yang tadi tu. Lepas tu copy, salin and complete dan lengkapkan the sentences, ayat-ayat itu. Okay, A. The adjective is beautiful. Dalam bracket tu, dalam kurungan tu beautiful. Okay, A. It's beautiful place you can imagine. It's beautiful place you can imagine. Place you can imagine. Ni dua perkara ke banyak perkara yang kita boleh fikirkan? Of course, we can imagine lots of things. Lots of beautiful place. Tapi yang paling beautiful tu yang mana satu? So, for question A, we will use superlative. Okay? It is the most beautiful place you can imagine. Okay, the answer is it's the most beautiful place you can imagine. Make sure you have the word the. Okay, the and most. Kalau beautifulest, salah. Okay, tak boleh. Okay, look at question B. Island life is, kehidupan di pulau lebih apa? Healthy in the bracket is the adjective. Then city life. Okay, island life is healthy. Then city life. Okay, for sure. We have to compare between, kita kena bandingkan antara island life, kehidupan di pulau, ataupun kehidupan di bandar, city life. So, if we have to compare between two things, we have to use comparative. Kita kena guna comparative untuk membandingkan antara dua perkara. Okay, so healthy. Healthy ni lah adjective dia. Which one is healthier? Yang manakah yang lebih healthy, lebih sihat? Kehidupan di bandar ataupun di pulau? The answer is island life. Okay, so the answer for question B is island life is healthier. Healthier than city life. Okay, kehidupan di pulau lebih apa ni healthy? Yes, lebih sihat daripada kehidupan di bandar. Okay, why? Because in city we have so many toxic gases, but on the island we have lesser. Okay, dekat bandar banyak sangat gas-gas yang bertoksin, contohnya carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, kan? But in island tak ada kenderaan-kenderaan macam itu. Okay, that's why island life is healthier than city life. Okay, now let us move on to question number 2. Okay, look at question number 2. Write sentences in exercise 1 compares A and B. Okay, A is one thing with another thing, and B is one thing with many other things. Okay, from exercise 1, which one from A and B compares between one thing and another thing? Yang mana satukah di exercise nombor 1 tadi yang membandingkan antara satu perkara dengan satu perkara yang lain? A or B? Which one? Okay, kejap wait, we will discuss. And B is one thing with many other things. Dekat manakah dalam exercise 1 yang membandingkan antara satu perkara dengan banyak perkara yang lain? Yang mana? A. Tengok dekat situ, tengok balik dekat question number 1. A, the answer is most beautiful place you can imagine. And B is, the question for exercise 1 is, island life is healthier than city life. Okay, for B, tengok tu, island life is healthier than city life. Kita bandingkan berapa perkara? How many things do we compare in answer B? Yes, the answer is 2. Island life and city life. So, for question, one thing with another thing, the answer is B. Okay. B compares one thing with another thing. Okay, while A compares one thing with many other things. Okay, remember, if we compare between one thing with another thing, we use comparative. Okay, but if we compare between one thing with many other things, we use superlative. Okay, jika kita membandingkan antara satu perkara dengan satu perkara yang lain, kita gunakan comparative. Jika kita membandingkan antara satu perkara dan banyak perkara yang lain, kita gunakan superlative. Okay, remember those two. Okay, next, let us move on to question number 3. Write sentences using the comparative form of the adjectives in brackets. Okay, tuliskan ayat menggunakan comparative form adjective di dalam kurungan. Okay, they give you the example, the Mediterranean / the Atlantic in bracket cold. Okay, antara dua perkara kan. That's why kita gunakan comparative. Okay, bagi kat situ adjective dia ialah cold. So di adjective kita kena tukar adjective tu daripada cold jadi colder. Kenapa? Sebab dia lebih sejuk. Okay, cold is sejuk. Okay, so between the Mediterranean and the Atlantic, which one is colder? Yes, the answer is the Atlantic. Okay, look at the example. The Atlantic is colder than the Mediterranean. Okay, kawasan Atlantik lebih sejuk daripada kawasan di Mediterranean. Mediterranean ni dia lebih panas lah. Cuaca dia macam cuaca dekat Malaysia. The weather in Mediterranean is the same as the weather in Malaysia, in our country. Okay, so look at number 1. Spain slash Scotland in bracket hot. Okay, so between Spain and Scotland, which one is more hot? Which one is hotter? So the adjective we have to change from hot to hotter. Daripada panas kepada lebih panas. Hotter tu lebih panas. H-O-T-T-E-R. Okay. The answer is Spain. Okay. Spain is hotter than Scotland. Okay. Spanyol lebih panas daripada Scotland. Okay. That is the answer. Alright, number 2. Cities, bandar, slash villages. Kampung-kampung, kawasan kampung. In bracket, the adjective is busy. So the adjective, we have to change from busy to busier. How do you spell busier? B-U-S-I-E-R. Okay, so between those two area, city and village, which one is busier? Antara bandar dan juga kampung, kawasan bandar, kawasan kampung, mana yang lebih sibuk? Yes, the answer is cities. Okay, bandar lebih sibuk daripada kampung. You have to write the cities is busier than villages. Okay, kawasan bandar lebih sibuk dari kawasan kampung. Okay. Okay, number 3. Swimming, berenang, slash running. Running ni apa? Berlari. Okay, the adjective is enjoyable. You have to change the adjectives to the comparative form. Enjoyable become more enjoyable. Okay, so between running and swimming, di antara berenang dan juga berlari, yang manakah lebih enjoyable, lebih menyeronokkan? Which one? Kamu pilih. Okay, for me, swimming. Okay, so for my answer, I will write swimming is more enjoyable than running. Okay, berenang lebih menyeronokkan daripada berlari. Okay, that is the answer. But if you prefer running more enjoyable than swimming, you write your own answer lah. Kalau kamu rasa running tu lebih menyeronokkan daripada berenang, kamu tulis jawapan kamu sendiri. Okay, running is more enjoyable than swimming. Okay. Alright, next, number 4. Winter, musim sejuk, slash summer, musim panas. The adjective is bad, teruk. Okay, you have to change bad to comparative form. The comparative form for bad is better, more bad. Worse. Okay, W-O-R-S-E. Ingat balik yang table number 1 tu. Tengok balik. Okay, so between winter and summer, di antara musim sejuk dan musim panas, mana yang lebih teruk? Mana? Musim panas. Okay, kalau macam gitu, kamu tulislah. If you say that summer is worse than winter, then you write your answer. Summer is worse than winter. Okay, musim panas lebih teruk daripada musim sejuk. Okay, ini other people, other opinion lah. Different people, different opinion. Lain orang, lain dia punya pendapat. Ada yang kata, some will say that winter is worse than summer. Some will say summer is worse than winter. Tak kisah. Okay, as long as you write the correct comparative form of bad, that is worse. Okay. Right, number 5. Iceland slash Egypt. Iceland and Egypt ni ialah nama negara. Okay, Iceland and Egypt is the name of country. Okay, so the adjective is cold. C-O-L-D, sejuk. So what is the comparative form of cold? Yes, colder. C-O-L-D-E-R. Okay, so between Iceland and Egypt, which one is colder? Iceland located in Europe. Egypt located in Middle East. Timur Tengah. Okay, Middle East ni negara Arab ni panas lah. So for sure Iceland is colder than Egypt. Okay, write your answer. Iceland is colder than Egypt. Okay, Iceland lebih sejuk daripada Egypt. Egypt ni negara apa? Mesir. Yang ada mumia tu. Kan? Cerita The Mummy, Cleopatra. Daripada Egypt lah tu. Mesir. Okay, last one. Question number 6. The Mississippi. Apa tu? The Mississippi. Ni. And the Thames. The Mississippi and Thames ni ialah the name of river. Nama untuk sungai. Okay, Mississippi ni dekat mana? Dekat Amerika Selatan. And the Thames ni dekat mana? Dekat Europe. Okay. The Mississippi and the Thames. Okay. The adjective is long. L-O-N-G. Long ni apa? Long in Malay is panjang. So what is the comparative form for adjective long? Yes, the answer is longer. L-O-N-G-E-R. Lebih panjang. So, between the Mississippi and the Thames, which one is longer? The answer is the Mississippi. Okay, so write your answer in the correct sentence. The Mississippi is longer than the Thames. Okay, the Mississippi lebih panjang daripada Thames. Okay, nama sungai dua-dua tu. Okay. Okay, now look. Look at the box in your book. We also use as ... as plus adjective to compare things. Okay, kita gunakan as. Apa dia tu? As dengan adjektif dia untuk membandingkan perkara-perkara. Okay, they give you 2 examples there. The first one is Scotland is as beautiful as England. Okay, Scotland is as beautiful as England. Scotland ialah sama cantik seperti England. Okay, Scotland secantik seperti England. So which means they are equally beautiful. Okay, ingat kalau ada as, adjective kat tengah-tengah dia, as beautiful, lepas tu as England. Maksudnya dia secantik apa? Kalau macam untuk yang ini, example ni, Scotland is as beautiful as England. Scotland secantik seperti England. Maksudnya dia sama cantik. Scotland dengan England ni sama cantik. Okay, the second example is islands aren't as dirty as cities. Okay, islands aren't as dirty as cities. Okay, pulau-pulau tidak sekotor seperti bandar-bandar. Dirty tu ialah kotor. Aren't ialah tidak, are not. Okay, dia nak kata kat situ Cities are dirtier. Bandar-bandar lebih kotor. Faham bila dia kata islands, pulau-pulau aren't, tidak, as dirty as, sekotor, seperti, series, city, bandar-bandar. Maksudnya bandar lebih kotor. Ini kamu kena ingat. You have to remember and memorize this form. Let us move on to question number 4. Look at the question. Rewrite the sentences from exercise 3 in your notebook using isn't or aren't as as. Kamu kena tulis balik soalan nombor 3 tadi. Soalan nombor 3 pasal Spain, city, swimming apa semua tu. Kamu kena ubah balik menggunakan isn't or aren't as adjective as. Let us look at the example. The Atlantic is colder than the Mediterranean. The Atlantic is colder than the Mediterranean. Ini jawapan yang nombor 3 tadi lah. So kamu kena tukar is colder than tu. Kamu kena tengok mana satu yang lebih sejuk, mana satu yang tidak sejuk. Kalau nak katakan Mediterranean tak sejuk kan, kamu tukar, letakkan dia dekat depan. The Mediterranean isn't as cold as the Atlantic. Maksudnya apa? Mediterranean tidaklah sesejuk seperti Atlantic. Isn't ni kamu guna untuk satu benda, untuk singular. For singular we use isn't, and for plural, untuk banyak benda we use aren't. I will give you only one example. And then for number 2, number 3, number 4 and number 5 and number 6, you write on your own. Saya bagi dekat kamu satu sahaja contoh jawapan for question number 1 only. And then for number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5 and number 6, kamu cari sendiri jawapan dia apa. Alright, number 1, Spain is hotter than Scotland. Mana satu kita nak guna? Kita nak guna isn't or aren't. We use isn't. Sebab Scotland dengan Spain ni ialah satu negara sahaja. Tak ada negara lain lah. Singular lah. Kata nama khas pula kan. So dikatakan situ Spain is hotter than Scotland. So bila kita guna isn't, make sure kita kena terbalikkan dia. Scotland isn't as hot as Spain. Nak katanya Scotland tidaklah sepanas seperti Spain, Spanyol. Ingat isn't, we use isn't for singular, we use aren't for plural. Number 2, which one we are going to use, isn't or aren't? Yes, for number 2, cities, ada s kat situ, villages ada s, we use aren't. Kamu buat sendiri. Number 2, number 3, and then next number 4, number 5, Iceland colder than Egypt isn't as cold as Iceland. Number 6, Mississippi is longer than the Thames. You write your own answer. In your notebook. Alright, now the homework. For your homework, pause to book, page 44. You answer question number 4, number 5, and number 6. Okay, answer your question in your notebook. And as usual, after you finish answer your question, you snap the picture and then you send it to me. Okay, via Telegram or via WhatsApp also can. Alright, now the summary of our class. The first one is comparative. Remember, ingat we use comparative adjectives to show change or make comparisons. Kita gunakan comparative ni untuk menunjukkan perubahan ataupun untuk comparison, membuat perbandingan. Okay, example, Malaysia is bigger than Singapore. Okay, contoh kat situ, Malaysia, negara kita, lebih besar daripada Singapura. Okay, that's for comparative. Okay, number 2, superlative. We use superlative adjective to describe the extreme quality of one thing in a group of things. Okay, kita nak menunjukkan satu perbezaan yang besar, yang ketara antara satu benda di dalam satu kelompok yang besar, satu kelompok benda yang lain. Okay, the example is Sarawak is the biggest state in Malaysia. Sarawak merupakan negeri yang paling besar, yang terbesar di Malaysia. Lastly, thank you for attending. Okay, I hope we can see you again in our next class. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you and see you again next time. Assalamualaikum.